Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we have another problem of the day, that is minimum difference between largest and smallest value in three moves. So what this question basically is asking us, that you have an array and you are given three moves in which you can select any element in the array and change it to any number. But I think this statement is a little misguiding. So it will be better to say that you can choose any three elements and remove them from the array, and after that, you have to tell the minimum difference between largest and smallest value of an array. So there are two ways to solve this problem. The first one will be the brute force approach, in which I will be sorting the array, and I will be using two pointer technique. That will be to subtract the smallest and the second value that will be giving us the minimum value. Okay, I will be telling you in a minute. So first, let us sort the array. We sort the okay, and now we will be assigning an answer variable, and it will be int max as we are selecting the minimum value. Now, our loop of the entire array will be just for 4. Okay, and there will be second variable that will be this dot size minus 4 plus I. I will be explaining you why this loop is of 4. Because when we sort this any number array, like let us see this example. If we sort this array, so what we basically want is the first four and the last four elements of that array, because the first four will give us the minimum elements of that array, and the last four will give us the maximum four elements of that array. And whatever the middle portion of an array, you know, whatever the middle portion in this array, it is of no use, you can say, because uh, the answer that we will get will be dependent on the maximum and the minimum value of an array. Okay, and why am I choosing four elements? The reason is, if we change these three elements, that is minimum elements, after sorting, uh, then we will be left with these three, and we all know these three will be 0. Okay, and the minimum value from this will be 1. Okay, that is 5 minus 6. And if we change 5, 6, 7, and then the answer will be 5 minus 1, that is 4. Okay, but what if we change the first and the last two elements? Then we have this. That's the reason we are choosing that window, and all we have to do now is answer is equals to num of answer, and nums of j minus nums of I, and we have to return answer. Let's just okay, but okay, now there is a bug in this code. As you can see, we are running for the size of 4, and any array that is less than or equal to 4 will always have an answer of 0. Then we will return 0. The reason is that you can see in the first example that if we remove these three elements, then 5 minus 5 is 0. Okay. Then if the array is of 3 size, then we can remove all of these and it will be 0. So that's the thing. It doesn't make any sense to work on arrays that are less than 4 size, and we will run this and we can submit this. Okay, so this solution is little bit easier and a brute force approach, but the time complexity of the solution will be n log n as we are sorting the array. But there is another approach which is little bit trickier, and we don't have to sort the array. We will be using priority queue in C++. That will be, I will just Okay, the base condition will be same. If the array is of less than 4 size, then we have to remove it, and we won't be sorting this. Okay, instead we will be using priority queue. Priority queue. There will be two types of priority queue. First will be just a normal one that will store the maximum value, that will be PQ max, and another will be to store the minimum values, and the minimum will be, we can assign that as, that's how we assign priority queue of min. Now we will push the elements inside directions, and then PQ max dot push x, PQ dot push x. Now what we have to do is we have to take the minimum values of this array, because we will be needing that, but to subtract it. Okay, so we will be using another vector, the max min vals, and all we have to do is min dot val dot push back the topmost element in PQMax dot top, and we have to pop. Okay, now we can find our answer, that is for int I is equals to 0, I is less than 4, I plus plus, and what we will be doing here is answer is equals to min answer comma num, the, that will be max val of 3 minus I, that is the last element, minus pq underscore min dot top, and at the end we have to pop the pq min. So this is an efficient solution. The time complexity of this solution will be O of n, because we are just iterating the array for one and we are not sorting it. Okay, there is an error. Okay, it's min val. Okay, this is the better solution and little bit more time efficient. Hey everyone, welcome.